Hello! Okay, you probably don't know who I am. I'm just gonna jump straight into these replays, and after that I will do the deck profile and talk a bit more about this whole Warrock situation. These bottom two replays here are from a tournament run that I came top 4 in, a battle phase, and the rest are ladder games because I forgot to save more replays from the tournament. But don't worry, they highlight a few key aspects of the deck. Let's get into them. Yes, so this is against the tier 1 Rose Dragon. Also, this is post-nerf. They are still playable, Rose Dragon. Therefore, Warrocks still have a good matchup against them, so Warrocks will be still playable. Alright, we open our mountain. That's very good. We search 4 tier, which is our main play starter and our advantage gainer. And we have, thanks to balance, a spell and trap. This game is very by the book. It's a very clean game. In fact, both were. This was a very clean 2-0. We're gonna negate the White Rose Dragon with Dignity, prevent him from gaining another monster, as well as adding Basil Rose to hand. That's a very good negate on the White Rose Dragon. Over here I normal summon 4 tier because we can't special summon her with Mountain because we already have one on the field. They book after we enter the battle phase, which was weird. They could have booked my normal summon 4 tier and I couldn't have done anything. We get the search with 4 tier, grab a mountain just because in case they deal with our mountain on field, we have follow up. Going for 1900. And at this point we're very far ahead. I don't think he can come back. Normal summon, special summon, level 7 available. We still have our treacherous trap hole. I was toggled on in case they set the Basil Rose, then I could have just treached there. But also if they play Basil Rose, I can just pop the 2 monsters that are in defense and we have lethal next turn. So and he scoops it up. Alright, game 2 of this match. We open up our side deck. This is a pretty good hand. Even better if we went first, but going second's fine. They dump Blue Rose, add Rocks Rose, normal summon White Rose, special summon Rocks Rose. Yeah. The skill really allows them to be still a playable deck. Very good deck. They're gonna end on Yazi. No, actually, do they end on a... Okay, no, there was another game where they ended on 2 level 7 synchros. They're gonna end on double set. Floodgate my 4 tier, that's pretty good. I'm gonna still activate Mountain. Now we can protect 4 tier and she still gets her float if he swings into her. I'm gonna Basil Rose in the end phase for Rocks Rose. Rocks Rose is gonna add a monster. Adds Rose Witch. Follow Roses, dropping the blue again, adding a white. They have a level 7 on board. Actually, they have a level 11, so at this point, I calculate the levels, I go Dirge, I calculate the levels again, and he could still make some plays, so I double Dirge him. And that pretty much locks him out, and forces him to pop it with the Yazi, and he goes into Crimson Blader. Not a lot of people run this card, actually. We're gonna protect with Mountain, therefore Crimson Blader can't activate its effect to floodgate me out of high level monsters. And we search a Mountain. We also top decked a Mountain. Adding Wento, we're going for lethal. We have Dignity for the negate in the battle phase, it's an Omni negate. So if he lets everything in the melee phase go through, also we couldn't switch Fortier to attack because it was floodgated. Winter's gonna boost. So actually I lied, we couldn't have gone for lethal, but we're in a very good position. And they scoop it up, there's no coming back from that. Alright, onto a few ladder games again. This one against Galaxy Eyes. Still a pretty competent deck in the meta. There's a few ways we can out it with War Rocks though. This time not opening up Field Spell kinda hurts, but we will be fine, just watch. Cosmic Cyclone, that's gonna hurt a lot. Axelite, gonna special Galaxy Wizard and activate its effect to search. Galaxy Cyclone to clear more back row. Hitting our second interruption, that's really bad. If he went for the whole ranking up line, but instead he decided to go for Photon Lord. I guess he was scared of the last back row. He didn't feel like he had lethal, which to be fair he didn't because it's Lance, but because he went for Photon Lord we can Lance the Lord. He does not kill our Fortier. Fortier gets a search, we get Mountain, and we're off to the races. This combo, Fortier plus Mountain, just gains so much advantage for you. Searching Mahmood, we can normal summon that without tributing because we have a Warrock monster. Enter the battle phase, we can special summon Mahmood. They're gonna activate to search. Not gonna do too much for them. We attack. I do not activate the effect of negate, otherwise he could chain his negate and destroy. Actually, he couldn't destroy. It only negates the activation, but I still didn't feel like activating it. We had lethal nonetheless. And he scoops it up. Here we have a matchup you won't see very often, but it is quite a tough matchup for us. Clock Tower Heroes is pretty tough, purely because they have access, very easy access to MST, which if they hit our field spell hurts us very much, which you will see very soon. Let me speed up through their first turn. Clock Tower Prison, adding MST. Normal summon Drill Dog, special summon, alright, and set 2. Now, we activate Mountain, AMST to negate. That is very brutal. We have to set 2 and pass, because you can only activate Warrock Mountain once per turn. In the end phase, they're going to MST our Tretch. Thank goodness they missed our Compulse, otherwise we'd have lost our Compulse and Tretch would have been dead. Alright, they're gonna summon Decider, they're gonna Exe summon. I was holding my Compulse because for some reason I didn't get the connection between Dirge popping his Clock Tower Prison. I thought he was gonna target himself and my backer, and then I could have just bounced that and his turn was over. I was a dum-dum and I forgot he could just pop his field spell. So he's gonna do that, I'll allow that to go through. Because Diamond Direwolf is not, and if you do, it's just pop both. So if we bounced the wolf, he still would have popped his thing, and we would have been in a very bad position. Right, over here, I can bounce any of these. I probably should have just bounced Dreadmaster. No, that's not true. Keeping Dreadmaster on board allows us to attack with Meteoragon, because we can't attack the side with Meteoragon. You see what I mean very soon. Activate Mountain, search Fortier, normal summon, special summon, all the good stuff. Again, the 2-card combo, Fortier plus Mountain, we're going to gain a lot of advantage. Meteoragon negating the effect of Dreadmaster, so his attack goes down to 0. Yeah, I activated the effect and I forgot that I can't attack with Meteor Dragon, so we missed out on a second attack. So we had forced to attack with Fortia. They go Drill Dog, Special Summon Celestial. They go Excalibur. I will Canadia that to end their turn. We know what else he has in hand. That's it. Go for lethal. Very nice. Alright, lastly, I have another Rose matchup. This guy was a whale. You'll see what I mean very soon. Also, a very back row heavy build, unless he just drew all his back row. I did have a look at his deck afterwards. It did have quite a bit of back row. Right, we open Mountain. That's very good for us. Normal summon Fortia. That's a very good opening play, along with 2 back row. Alright, they're gonna drop blue, add rocks, normal summon rocks, add basil. They are forced to use that basil because they don't have access to white Rose Dragon. I'm allowing the Synchro Summon. I could have bounced any of them, but I'm allowing it because we float. If he goes into Black Rose, I didn't think he was going to go into Black Rose. I thought he would have gone into something else like Sandy or something. I bounced that just to keep it up the grave. We don't mind it being active because we do float again. Float into the Meteor Dragon. Set 3 end turn. And we top deck a Fortia. It's a very good top deck. Allows us to go for lethal, but he has the Book of Moon. Prismatic, by the way, and a second one, also prismatic. And still no monsters available to him. Set to pass. We top deck the best card in the deck. Mountain, special flip face up, normal summon Mahmood, and we're going for lethal. I attack with Mahmood Meteor Dragon first in case he has Basil Rose. We can attack whatever he summons with this again. That's just a side note. We get both of our effects, Fortia and Mahmood. They cannot respond to these effects because it have an after damage calc. We hit a dead needle ceiling and we search Dignity for the negate if there's anything to interrupt us for our final lethal push. 2100, that is lethal. Alright, first YouTube video. How do the guys do it? They go, YouTube Warrocks are here and they are top tier. Well, they're not as bad as they used to be. Definitely very playable with the skill balance. In the past used by Noble Knights, obviously, to a great extent, getting the skill nerfed to an almost unplayable state. Until Warrocks came along and said, you know what, I had to do it to him, because Warrocks can utilize the skill very well. This is my deck list that I used in all those replays that you just watched. I'm just going to highlight some notable things. I've done this take multiple times, at least 6 times now. The first time I made this video, it went over 40 minutes long. I'm going to try to keep it sub 20 minutes, replays and all. So this is my list. I'll highlight some key aspects of the deck of mine compared to other lists you might see. Notably in the spell lineup, I'm running Forbidden Lance instead of Book of Moon, which a lot of people are running. I enjoy Forbidden Lance as it helps the deck going second, which a lot of decks struggle with these days, just because there is a lot of back row running around. Lance really helps you going second, because you really don't want your normal summon getting Book of Moon or Floodgated. Otherwise you cannot activate Mountain's effect to special summon a Warrock monster from your hand when you enter the battle phase. So if you keep your monsters up with Lance, they either have to allow you to make your plays, or they have to burn even more back row, and you already start gaining advantage super quickly. Trap lineup also, I'm running Tretch along with other traps. You may think that's a bit weird, but Tretch is still super strong. You open it, you are in a very good position in the game right off the bat. If you open it later, it doesn't matter, because with balance you're going to be opening up other traps. So you can start controlling the game with that, and you can easily get into your 4-tier mountain combo. With these two cards, you can start gaining advantage super quickly. By the time you top deck Treacherous Trap Hole later in the game, you are already almost winning. Yeah, that's about it. Extra deck's pretty standard. Yeah, not much to say. I always like running the Utopia package in decks where you can even slightly control your life points, and with that, in this deck we can do that with Wento. Pay 800 to boost your monsters. I'll just highlight the effects of the monsters really quickly. 4 tier, after attacking with a Earth Warrior monster, you can search for any Warrock card. Both of these guys, when they are destroyed by a card effect, you can summon one of the big guys, Mahmood or Meteoragon. Mahmood, after damage calculation, can target a spell and trap in your opponent's side of the field and pop it. Meteoragon is a boss monster of the deck. He's my favorite boss monster in the game right now. Can't be destroyed by card effects, negates a monster when it attacks it, and all monsters with that same name. That's very key. That comes up in a lot of situations. And yeah, basically can attack twice if you activate its effect after a warrior monster battles. Very good boss monster. Mountain, probably the best card in the deck. Activate it, you can search any Warrock monster from your deck to your hand. When you enter the battle phase, if you control no monsters, or all your monsters are warrior monsters, you can special summon a Warrock. Also provides battle protection for your guys, which helps them get off their effects, because they have to have face-up Warrock monsters on the field to activate their effects. That's about it. Very strong trap lineup. I like all these cards very much. I would play 3 Compulse if I had it. But thank you, Konami, for the awesome thing that is a selection box. That's gonna be it for the deck profile. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna leave a link to my Twitch. I do stream semi-irregularly. Yeah, not really I don't really have a schedule, just stream whenever I really feel like it. And come by, I will leave that link again in the description. Let me know what other videos you want to see. This is my first YouTube video. Let me know how I can improve as well. Yeah, what type of content, any other deck lists, and all that jazz. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.